Turabo Business School is committed to empowering the next generation of leaders with the skills they need and editing. Unlock the power of data analysis and visualization. Microsoft Access. Learn to manage and analyze database. Microsoft PowerPoint. Create stunning presentations that captivate audiences. Graphic design using CorelDRAW. Unleash your creativity and design skills. Photoshop. Enhance your image editing skills and create stunning visuals. Programming using web design. Build dynamic websites and web applications. Database development. Learn to design and manage databases. UI/UX design. Create user-friendly and intuitive interfaces. At the Turabo Business School, we believe in creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Our experienced instructors will guide you every step of the way, providing you with hands-on training and mentorship. Don't miss this opportunity to gain a competitive edge. Contact us today to learn more about our program and register for the next session. Call 080-6026-9140, 070-6342-8464 or 090-1010-8844 between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. Turabo Business School, creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Join us today and unlock your full potential. Turabo Business School, opposite Civil Service Commission, Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Turabo State. Empower yourself with the skills of the future. Register now.
Good Thursday morning, beautiful people of Nigeria and beyond. My name is Hebron Manajoda, and you're tuning to the one and only Some TV Morning Show, where the coffee is hot, the vibes are fresh, and your dreams get a morning workout. Good morning to every one of you there. And just like that shirt, you keep promising that you will iron, and you never did, or you did. We are here to smoothen out your morning wrinkles with information, with laughter, with inspiration, and a dash of Thursday wisdom. Remember, the weekend is almost here. And don't check out of the week just yet. Although it's a weekend, that precedes a public holiday. There will be a public holiday on Friday and Monday of this week, so it's going to be a very, very long weekend for those of you who observe their weekend break. Now, let me start you off with a story that is as funny as it's inspiring. Have you ever heard of a man trying to raise a chicken, chase a chicken for exercise? Well, they say it's a true story. He said the gym was too expensive. Why should he burn money going to the gym? So he borrowed his neighbor's hen and decided to jog after it every morning. You know what happened? By the third day, the hen was hiding from him. So the moral of the story, you don't need fancy tools to get started. Just a little motivation, creativity, and maybe a slightly confused chicken may just be what you needed to start your morning exercise. And speaking of motivation, here is a powerful quote from one of Nigeria's most brilliant minds, that is Professor Francisca Nneka Okeke, the award-winning physicist, who once said, science is not just about laboratories and theories. It is about solving everyday problems, especially those that affect the common man. That is from Professor Okeke. So whether you're solving equations, solving hunger, or just solving the mystery of why your phone always falls down, face down, why always keep falling face down, keep pushing. You're doing better than you think. It's Thursday, preceding Friday, there is a public holiday, Saturday, Sunday, and on Monday, there will be a public holiday. So get the best out of this day, make it count. And with me to help you make the day count is Mr. Iradan Ekukwen, the Director of News and Public Affairs on Some TV. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Mr. Abraham.
Yes, sir. Good morning. It's a Thursday that has 4 long days of public holidays before it. So
the weekend starts today.
So yeah, the weekend starts today. And for those our Muslim brothers and sisters, we should begin to think of where we're going to have the brunch for the Salah.
Yes, there is a need for them to go about the spending for the Salah festivity with care. We don't have too much funds this season. Don't kill yourself. Go according to what you can afford. You don't have to go to extra mile to see it. After all, the benefits is spiritual and not physical. Though the physical benefits should be there so that your family should have their stomach full with food and other things like that. It's a celebration. So just go according to what your pockets can afford. Okay,
that's a good advice. But while you are at it, remember that we were here during Christmas, so you should be here for us too during Salah. Where's the meters? Our viewers out there, we're asking where are the meat? We're coming. I want to see the rams go in and out. So I want to see the rams moving out of the market, not still remaining there. But I trust Nigerians. I trust us. We're very, very resilient people. We're people who knows how to take care of ourselves, irrespective of the economic challenges. So I believe Nigerians, we have very good time during this Salah celebration. So congratulations to every one of us. We made it to another day. So let's go to the cover page of the national newspapers for today. We're starting with the Vanguard newspaper. The Vanguard newspaper has these headlines that say, Mokwa flood victims lament poor food camp condition. Mokwa flood victim, let us take that story from the Vanguard, where the Mokwa flood victims are lamenting on the state of the camp and the poor funding. Also, sorry, let me take it from here. Okay. Days after floods devastated several communities in Mokwa local government area of Niger State, victims at makeshift camps continue to voice deep frustrations over handling of relief efforts. It will be recalled that the flood caused by torrential rains last Thursday, today marks it a week, led to the deaths of over 200 persons, with more still missing, while properties worth millions of naira were also destroyed. Consequently, over 1,000 people, including women and children, now live in temporary internally displaced persons, that is the IDP camps. However, the victims' frayed nerves got assuaded yesterday as President Bola Tinubu ordered the release of 2 billion and 20 trucks of assorted foodstuffs. But investigation at some of the affected communities revealed frustration and disappointment of the victim, especially over lack of adequate food supplies and poor camp conditions. Many displaced residents lamented that although they were photographed with food items by authorities and relief personnel, they were not given the supplies. That is the situation of things, according to this report on the Vanguard.
You know, it's an emergency case that we're not actually planning for it. And I believe the Niger State government and the federal government that released the funds has not planned for this to happen. If you look at this thing critically, you realize that these people are agitating as a result of the fact that they are scared that these funds may not reach their hands because they've already complained of how the foodstuff being released is not reaching them. And the optics have been created where you will see them holding foodstuff pictures and displayed on the news for the people to see that something is being done. It boils down to corruption. those who are the helm of authorities, those who are in charge of the distribution of these things and the funds too, to see to it that they go about it with decorum, with the sense of responsibility. These are things that happen to people not out of their volition. They are just victim of circumstance. There is a need for us to sympathize with them. There is a need for those who are in charge of these things to sympathize with them and commiserate with them by being fair in whatever it is they are doing. The authorities too should see to it that all the necessary mechanism that should put them on check to do the right thing, the proper monitoring, the proper follow-up should be done to see to it that these people are not disadvantaged again from the distribution of what the federal government has announced. There are instances where you will see that government will make this announcement and the funds will not be released immediately. So all these things have to be taken into cognizance when you're trying to make analysis on this issue.
Okay, expressing our pain, one of the victims, Mama Isa said, we are 17 people in my household, but we were only given one loaf of bread and some tea. How can that be enough for even our breakfast? She appealed to the government to allow well-meaning individuals and organizations support them directly without interference or diversion. Another victim, Rukaya Usman, echoed similar concerns, criticizing the quantity of food being distributed. She said, we are barely surviving. The food they bring is not enough for any family. We feel forgotten. The victims also complained about the condition of the camp. Our community volunteer Husseini Mohammed described as unsuitable for human habitation. There are no toilet facilities. We don't have access to clean drinking water. People are getting sick, he said. Another volunteer, Ibrahim Abubakar, noted the absence of major emergency response agencies at Pegi Primary School, which serves as one of the major shelters. On healthcare, Victoria Abubakar confirmed that all medical assistance supplies being given to the flood victims were sourced through personal and community efforts. These are complaints from people interviewed by the Vanguard. He said we're also giving out drugs and attending to sick victims out of goodwill. None of this coming from the government, she said. Meanwhile, SEMA, reacting to the allegations, the Acting Director General of Niger State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, Husseini Ibrahim, acknowledged the gaps in the relief operation. The challenges we are facing are partly due to the absence of conventional camps. So from what we see, we can see that from what we read so far, they must be going through a lot in their camp. This is where we need to always be prepared for emergency. We know these floods are coming. The government has a lot more to do in meeting emergencies in terms of emergency. And one of the things I was, according to one of the complaints there, was the fact that they don't allow donors and private to interface and distribute these goods to them directly. Sometimes, some years back, I was involved in distribution of relief materials. One thing I know about people under those circumstances is that they prefer those bringing this good to relate to them directly and not through some agencies, because most of the time they get to see these things and how it is being shared, they don't understand. So I always, then what I did was, no, you have your rules here. Okay, if you won't allow us, give this thing directly to those who feel that needs it. Why must we go through some bureaucracy? After all, the emergency came in, they asked for questions before doing anything. If that's the case, I move it to another camp where I can provide this. So there's a need for, people don't trust the system. Yes. So allow them. It's an emergency. We shouldn't create too much bureaucracy over this. And also the issue of possibility of an outbreak of disease, there needs to be more done concerning the health conditions of these people.
Yes, Victoria Abubakar confirmed that the medical assistance and supplies being given to flood victims were sourced through personal and community effort. Yeah. That's not a good news. The government should see to it that, because if you don't handle this particular factor properly, it is going to lead to another disaster. Because aside the flood, maybe there will be outbreak of disease that is going to go about killing people again. And the outbreak of such disease is not going to help, it's going to increase the burden on the government. So there is a need for them to see to it that at least issues like medical supplies should be taken seriously. And this intervention action should be expedited on this intervention.
Okay, now let's move to the guardian. But before we do that, we call on Sema, everyone involved in the emergency situation in Mokwa. So please let us expedite any actions and ensure that these people, they are fellow Nigerians like us. They are people it could be anybody, it could be you, it could be me, it could be anybody involved in this tragedy. So let us reduce the bureaucracy. Let us ensure that these brothers and sisters, in their moments of pain, moments of grief, we stay with them. So with that, we move to the Guardian newspaper on a Thursday morning before a long, long weekend. Yes, the story is here on the Guardian as this. Natasha caught summons Akpabio Nwa Ebonyi for defamation. That news is on page 5. It's on the story of Natasha, while mother, sons, others are arraigned for allegedly assaulting vice principal in Ondo. That story is on page 7 of the Guardian. While Gates deplores Nigeria's health budget as too low. The news is on page 3, but Gates deplores Nigeria's budget as too low. Then another one is that NMDPRA awards gas trading, clearing and settlement licenses to JX Markets. Wando records 220 billion profit in 2024. Revenue hits 4.1 trillion naira. They have defections, rumors swell as Adeleke Fubara meets Tinubu in Lagos. That story is on page 6, and those of us that are interested in politics would like to read that one. Well, the major story, the major headline on the Guardian has it: foreign aid withdrawal. Donor fatigue hits 331 public health centers. Over 400 staffs put enough in their straits. That is the story I would like us to look at because it affects all of us eventually. Well, let me see. Okay. The story on the Guardian is that 60% of UN funding for Northeast operations withdrawn. These are gaps, but we are coping, says Yobe Commissioner. ILO asks 221 staffs. World Health Organization to share 25% salary expenditure. An opportunity to introspect, think Nigeria first, says Envoy. Nigeria so that must strategize to survive. UN funding shake-up, experts say. But the body of the story has that donor fatigue and attendant financial shortfalls rocking international aid agencies are beginning to unsettle sundry interventions in the Nigeria health system across states. With the health sector a top earner of foreign interventions and aid disbursement, various furthermore, a 5-year plan project, many of these activities have been suspended, with funding freeze threatening to eliminate over 1,000 jobs in the health sector across both the NGO and public domain. FIH, Federal Health Institutions, 360, one of the 12 NGOs affected by the freeze. One of the NGOs, FI60, had over 170 staff deployed on US-funded projects in the Bay States, in the BAY states. These teams supported more than 40,000 individuals across health, nutrition, protection, sexual and gender-based violence, and education. Furthermore, a 5-year project aimed at training doctors, nurses, midwives, and surgeons have been brought to a halt compounding the challenges faced by the Nigerian healthcare system. This is the ripple effect of the cuts in AIDS and the rest of it, financed by the
United States,
United Nations, and even many countries now are beginning to look again at these grants and donations, and well, it's already sinking home.
Well, it's true. Necessity is the mother of all invention. We have found ourselves in this situation now. There is a need for us to begin to look inward and begin to re-strategize to see how we can help ourselves. If no one else is able to help you, there is a need for you to look at how you can help yourself. It is possible for us to make it as a nation if we stop paying lip service in leadership, if we continue to do what is right, if we put all hands on deck and continue to do the right thing. That consistency in doing the right thing is capable of turning around the fortunes of this nation, even in these sectors that we are crying about. Corruption has bedeviled Nigeria, unqualified manpower, so many things that is tantamount to causing one of these shortcomings prevalent in our system. So if we purge ourselves of those things and move on as a nation, we are capable of getting over this. Not immediately, but with time. It takes time for us to be able to overcome this, but consistency is what we need at this point in time.
Okay, and if we'll go further into the story, we find that according to information provided by the United Nations Controller to the General Assembly's 5th Committee Administrative and Budgetary, only $1.8 billion have been received against the $3.5 billion regular budget assessment for 2025, a shortfall of around 50%. As of April 30, unpaid assessments stood at $2.4 billion, with the United States owing about $1.5 billion, China $597 million, Russia $72 million, Saudi Arabia $42 million, Mexico $38 million, and Venezuela $38 million. An additional $137 million is yet to be paid by other member states. So that is the situation. So we just like we know, a lot of countries are beginning to withdraw and the kind of support they were giving these agencies before now. So it is time for us to sit up as a nation and begin to look inward. And just like Mr. Ra said, adversity is the mother of all invention. So it's time for us to begin to innovate and think of ways out of this situation that we are in. Well, let me go to the Punch. The Punch has this story, has quite some interesting stories here. Okay, we're still on Salah, Mokwa Bridge collapse, fuels, tomato, pepper price surge. Wow, this just hit me now. Mokwa is a town, is a transit town, is a major transit point between the northwest and the southwest, if I'm not mistaken. It's one of the major towns where I remember back in the days, in the 80s, if we were traveling from Ilorin to this part of the country, we always stop at Mokwa for lunch. That was one of the major places where you stop to eat, and along the way, Mokwa, Jeba, that axis. So as it is now, moving from the northwest to the southwest, as we will be affected with the Mokwa Bridge collapse. So rounds prices soar by 55% as inflation bites harder. Lagos Ibadan highway gridlock traps thousands. That is on pages 2, 4, and 5. The story. Then yes, the major story is a VIP's lobby presidency as federal government grounds 60 private jets. Customs seal off aircraft hangars at Lagos, Abuja airports over import duty default. That is the story we'll be taking. This is a VIP story where it concerns those the movers and shakers of.
They also have private planes.
Yes.
Private jets.
Well, let's take a look at the story. So to recover import duties for some private jet owners in the country, The federal government, through the Nigerian Customs Service, have grounded about 60 private jets across major airports in Nigeria, the Punch reports. It was also gathered that private jet hangars in Lagos and Abuja airports were reportedly sealed up. However, owners of the aircraft, including bank chiefs and multinational air companies, among other individuals, have begun to lobby the presidency to secure the release of their jets. Some of the grounded luxury aircraft include Bombardier BD700 Global 600, BD, so on and so forth, and officials of the NCS, Nigeria Customs Service, and those in the aviation sector confirmed this in separate interviews on Wednesday. There are reports that duties are not being paid on the majority of the private jets currently in the country, with the Nigerian Customs Service seeking to recover unpaid imports. So, Sarah, that's the situation of
well, I don't know. I don't want to be insensitive, but I think these people are capable of paying these things. They should just go ahead and pay. I don't have the details. I'm not an expert in that field. I think it's because they are funding in one way or the other, found one thing in one way or the other. They should just go by the books. I don't think they should go lobbying. They should just do the needful. Lobbying has a way of undermining our economy. What the custom is doing is in pursuance of some sabotage and other things. I guess so.
Yeah.
So they should just go and do the needful and forget about lobbying and calling on the presidency to see how. I believe if they pay all the things that they were required to pay and do all the bookings that they are required to do, the hangars will be released to them. They will be unsealed, and they will go about doing their business without any intimidation or without anything. So they should just go about this the right way, instead of lobbying and going to call on those who are at the helms of authority to see how they can intervene and make calls and see how they will compel custom to release, to unseal the hangars that are already sealed as a result of one thing or the other. They should just go ahead and do the right thing.
Okay. The story has that the customers asked our private jet owners to proceed on a verification exercise with the government. The exercise was to determine the faulters in the payment of import duty. And you can also recall that on October 14, 2024, the Punch reported that the federal government, through the Nigerian Customs Service, had planned to ground over 60 private jets owned by very important persons in the country over unpaid import duties beginning from that day. This was not implemented, as the Nigerian Customs Service later that same day announced it for the extension of the verification exercise for private jet owners by 1 month. That is from October 14, 2024 to November 14, 2024. At the expiration of the deadline on November 14, nothing was said about the development. There was silence, however, on Wednesday, it was gathered that the Nigerian Customs Service has quietly commenced the grounding of both private and corporate Leo jets. The exercise started on Monday without any fresh notice, according to those affected. I think they've been given enough notice. It was meant to be October 14, 2024. They were given extra months to do the accreditation. And now action has been taken. Well, it is what it is, and I think they need to do the needful.
And do the needful, yes.
Okay, let's go to another story. Yeah. Okay, I was trying to look at. Okay, let's go to the Telegraph, the New Telegraph. The New Telegraph. On the top of the News Telegraph, we have federal government agencies and New Telegraph. Federal government agencies' cost of revenue collection up 30% to 383.30 billion naira. That is why CBN survey highlights energy costs as key inflation driver. That story is on page 8. Then we have this Mokwa flood, Tinubu approved 2 billion naira, 20 trucks of rice for victims. Nigeria government hails UNICEF orders for prompt support. That story is on page 3 and 27. Anambra gubernatorial election. INEC dares Torudo Okachukwu Nwosu 13. Okay, Clares, INEC Clares. So Ludo, Okachukwu Nwosu 13 others. That story is on page 6. While DSS military kills 45 bandits in Niger operation. That is according to security sources. That story is on page 5 and 6. Then we have darkness looms in FCT, Kogi, Nasarawa as Abuja Electricity Distribution Company's workers issue strike notice. And there's a need for this AEDC workers to be listened to so that they don't plunge Kogi, Nasarawa, FCT into darkness. Afenifere warns against false narratives that can fuel embarrassment of discord. Stories on page 6. A vehicle not attacked involved in passenger Benue Links management. Our vehicle is not attacked involving passenger kidnapping. Okay, they're trying to clear the air on that. Then Nwosu ADC co-owned by the coalition begins nationwide consultations. So the consultation is going on nationwide over the ADC. My parents sacrificed a lot for Nigeria. That is Lekan Abiola, the son of the late. Well, I think it's okay to confirm our president of Nigeria, Chief MKO Abiola. Yeah. The son said he died. The parents sacrificed a lot for Nigeria. The defections won't save APC. 27 will be a referendum. That's according to PDP. Says party stronger after NEC meeting. We will bounce back, says Saraki. Yes, that is the story I would like us to take a look at on the Daily Telegraph. The People's Democratic Party has said the 2027 elections, general elections will not be about defection, but for a referendum on the ruling of Progressive Congress. The party, however, said it has become stronger after its May 27 National Executive Committee meeting. National Policy Secretary Debo Ologunagba, at an interactive session with journalists on Wednesday, stated that the APC-led federal government was celebrating defections of politicians from the opposition parties into its fold as if it was celebrating a successful implementation of policies. Ologunagba maintained that 2027 general election will not be about defections. It is going to be a referendum on the failure of the APC, the insecurity in the land, the lack of provision of amenities, and basic things for human existence. The fact that everyday Nigerians are losing their personality because of misguided policy of the president. It went further to say, we have stated severally the need for a review of policy of government. What the people are saying, you take a second look. When you do that, that is leadership, that is strength, not weakness. That is according to the publicity secretary of the PDP.
But I used to call him Ologunagba, but you call him Ologunagba.
Ologunagba, okay. Yes.
Maybe I think he is positive. He is hopeful that the elections in Nigeria is going to be different from what it used to be. The last election, 2023 election, is reported to be the one that has not followed the stereotypes that previous ones had. We experienced some changes, but still there's this predominant belief that somehow the election was declared. Some of those people that came to power are not the ones that really win the elections. If we have a situation where elections are going to be free and fair, in the true sense of free and fair, and every vote will count, that is when this kind of statements will carry weight. But when we reach the election year and we see that vote buying, rigging, voters intimidation and other things like that resurface and making the rounds, you will discover that this statement will not have any weight. But let's wait and see whether this prophecy is going to come to pass. But in one way or the other, we still have our reservations. Let's see how it's going to go. We're hopeful that one day elections will be truly free and fair, and whosoever has not won will not be declared a winner. But there are some of these manipulations that there are these shortcomings. Even in the electoral law, there are one or two things that still need to be corrected that is not yet corrected. So let's keep our fingers crossed. 2027 is just around the corner. Let's see how it goes.
Yes, 2027 is just around the corner. And my advice to the PDP is put your house in order so that you will even have a platform to run, because your house is not in order. A lot of people are leaving, and those who are supposed to come together, they are leaving. They are also defected, not only to the APC, but even some are planning to go to the ADC, some have moved to the SDP. So you put your hands in order so that Nigerians, and present a very good candidate, and you'll be rest assured Nigerians will do the needful. And there's also a need for us as politicians. You were all involved with irrespective of the major parties, we are involved in manipulation in one way or the other. Yeah. And I find that is the way of politicians. When the result goes their way, it's a good system. If it doesn't go their way, it has been manipulated. It's the desperation in you politicians that's leading to all this, irrespective of political party affiliations. And now when you prove this, go to almost all the parties. Internally, they are having issues with just normal selections and elections within the party. The democratic structures of the parties are broken down. That is why you have crisis in the Labour Party, in the PDP. Yeah. The APC itself is just dragging on and on. The SDP, the new kid on the block, ADC. You will find out the moment they gather, you see wherever they go, they act in a very, very undemocratic way to cling to power or to hold on to power. So that is just one of those things that is a reflection of that it is what reflects in the general election. What reflects in the general election. Well, let's go to, we'll take one more paper before we go. Let's go to this. Okay, I think the papers all have the same.
Is this?
Okay, let's just look at the major. Let's look at The Nation. Just go through the headlines. Why I visited President by Bakari. Okay, that is a desire. Yes, a desire. I desire a great nation. I think there's nothing wrong in going to visit the president and offering your advice. So yeah. I don't know.
They have cordial relationship before now.
Even if they don't have, Tunde Bakari is politically is a major force, and yeah. I think if he feels the president will listen to advice or two, he has every right as a matter of fact, he can be an occupant of. He has every right to be an occupant of Aso Rock. So why wouldn't he go there? Then PDP, our focus is unity of member, not coalition. Well, that's a good starting point, but I think their focus should be on both, if you ask me. South should rally around a 5-year, said a mockery. Wow. That's on page 4. And Oando deepens upstream investment with $375 million deal. That story is on page 4. Then the major alliance that Tinubu vows to rebuild and restore food eat Mokwa. It's a tragedy shared by all. I think you've said it, but we need to expedite action. People there, from the report we got this morning, they are lamenting over the state of things. And this is also a call to the Niger State governor, the former governor. Yeah. He is someone that, yes, we can say is one of the shining lights among the governors. So I think this is a litmus test of his ability to manage emergency and crisis. I believe something will be done after getting all these reports. So from some TV, we're calling on the governor of Niger State, Mr. Bago, the farmer governor, Umar Bago, Honorable Umar Bago, to look into what is happening at the IDP camps in Mokwa and ensure that they get the best that they will need at this moment. With that, let's also look at, okay, this Daily Trust. Daily Trust, 20-year-old Emirate Tosu will accept verdict, Jokolo's lawyer. Yeah. Yesterday, this story broke. Yes. The case has been going on and on and on. And I was able to read a report that said there was a split decision, body measure of 3-2, but the majority of 3 voted to that he doesn't. What happened was that the lower courts, from the law, from the constitution, he is supposed to petition the government first before going to the court. So he missed that process.
Yes.
So every process after is null and void. That is the position of the majority ruling of the Supreme Court, while the 2 minority rulings are backed the position of the lower courts.
What I don't know about that issue is that, can he do it now? Can he petition the governor now?
I don't
then
know.
Institute another case?
Maybe we'll
start fresh?
I thought of that. I think we'll have to speak to a lawyer to know the possibility of going back this thing. But it's been, I remember, it seems like yesterday, that Major Jokolo was the emir of Gondu. Major Jokolo, Mustafa Jokolo was
it's the camp to former President IBB.
IBB. It seems like he was a young man then now.
Age is already telling.
Age is already telling. Then we have Mokwa flood. Niger Council's Doba has 1,610 children affected. There you go. Just help our people in Mokwa. Then over 1.9 million pilgrims converge on Mount Arafat today. Then blackout looms in Abuja, 3 states as electricity workers give strike notice. We also have massive security deployment in state FCT ahead of Salah. Kano farmers resort to manure over high cost of fertilizer. This is a sad one. Then how hot money, remittances, drive Abuja's property boom. Cost of residential properties in Abuja. As this is a report by Daily Trust. Let's just take it briefly before we go on break. Well, coming. Just a moment. Okay, yes, I think I'm there now. Development of properties in Abuja. This is according to Daily Trust. Include estate, private apartments, and plazas. It's experiencing significant growth, with some experts attributing the boom to various factors, including illicit financial activities. Checks by Daily Trust also revealed that foreign remittances are also a major factor responsible for the boost in property business in the Federal Capital Territory. Now, real estate professionals also point to Abuja population growth as a key driver of property development in the city. They said the influx of more people into Abuja, especially those who relocated from their home states of Kogi, Katsina, Kaduna, Borno, Benue, and other states in the south due to attacks of terrorists and others who have moved into the FCT for political patronage, is encouraging development to invest more in the city. A realtor Bright Ochoko stated the population of Abuja has no doubt grown as people are coming on a daily basis. So developers have to build houses where the growing population of Abuja will also stay. So that is one of the reasons why there's a boom in property in Abuja. It's a good problem as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, and that's a wake-up call for other states. You know, Abuja is peaceful. It has become like some kind of a refuge for people who are driven about by insurgency and crisis, and they seek refuge in Abuja. So if other parts of Nigeria becomes as peaceful as Abuja, these developments too will naturally come to them. There is no way there will be development. There is no way this boom will have occurred in Abuja if Abuja has attacks on and on as is going on in the northeast and the northwest and several other places like that.
Okay, and then the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission and the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, has raised concern about the use of real estate as a vehicle for laundering illicit funds. Both agencies have flagged the proliferation of unoccupied spaces and high-value properties in Abuja, Lagos, and Port Harcourt as possible front for laundering illicit wealth. These things have always been there. You see illicit wealth just being used to buy buildings, even right here in Jalingo and Taraba. You see it everywhere. In Lagos, they use illicit funds they use property as a means of laundering those funds. And you see abandoned projects. You see locked up duplexes with no one living in there. So these are some of the issues that need to be looked into and see so that we mop up those illicit funds, don't give them room. And well, that's a problem that I wish Jalingo has, and not the illicit fund. I mean the problem of booming property. The cost, yeah, there's also a growing, but I think there's a need for more investment in estates in Jalingo city.
True, we're having shortages of accommodation. There are accommodation that are available, though they are not decent enough, which is okay, which is not okay, which is not okay. So I think I share your sentiments. How I wish this development is in Jalingo.
Well, that is our wish for today, and that brings us to the end of this this segment of the morning show. We'll now go for a break. You'll enjoy some commercials from Taraba Business School, and you'll see the best of computer training and other entrepreneurial training through Taraba Business School. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this break.
Digital age, staying ahead of the curve is crucial for success. Taraba Business School is committed to empowering the next generation of leaders with the skills they need to thrive. We present to you our special computer training exclusively designed for SS3 and GSS3 graduates. Our comprehensive program covers a wide range of topics, including Microsoft Word, master the art of document creation and editing, unlock the power of data analysis and visualization, Microsoft Access, learn to manage and analyze database, Microsoft PowerPoint, create stunning presentations that captivate audiences, graphic design using CorelDRAW, unleash your creativity and design skills, Photoshop, enhance your image editing skills and create stunning visuals, programming using web design, build dynamic website and web applications, database development, learn to design and manage databases, UI/UX design, create user-friendly and intuitive interfaces. At the Taraba Business School, we believe in creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Our experienced instructors will guide you every step of the way, providing you with hands-on training and mentorship. Don't miss this opportunity to gain a competitive edge. Contact us today to learn more about our program and register for the next session. Call 080-6026-9140, 070-6342-8464, or 090-1010-8844 between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. Taraba Business School, creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Join us today and unlock your full potential. Taraba Business School, opposite Civil Service Commission, Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Taraba State. Empower yourself with the skills of the future. Register now.
Are you a businessman or woman? Do you need loan to grow your business? At Taraba Business Development Center, we offer both business and personal loan with flexible repayment plan. We are located in different parts of Taraba State. Jalingo branch, opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Amarua Way, 090-3134-4333. Zing branch, Zenith Bank agent beside College of Education, Zing, 070-3125-2559. Are you a businessman or woman? Do you need loan to grow your business? At Taraba Business Development Center, we offer both business and personal loan with flexible repayment plan. We are located in different parts of Taraba State. Jalingo branch, opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Amarua Way, 090-3134-4333. Zing branch, Zenith Bank agent beside College of Education, Zing, 070-3125-2559.
Digital age. Staying ahead of the curve is crucial for success. Taraba Business School is committed to empowering the next generation of leaders with the skills they need to thrive. We present to you our special computer training exclusively designed for SS3 and GSS3 graduates. Our comprehensive program covers a wide range of topics, including Microsoft Word, master the art of document creation and editing, unlock the power of data analysis and visualization, Microsoft Access, learn to manage and analyze database, Microsoft PowerPoint, create stunning presentations that captivate audiences, graphic design using CorelDRAW, unleash your creativity and design skills, Photoshop, enhance your image editing skills and create stunning visuals, programming using web design, build dynamic website and web applications, database development, learn to design and manage databases, UI/UX design, create user-friendly and intuitive interfaces. At the Taraba Business School, we believe in creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Our experienced instructors will guide you every step of the way, providing you with hands-on training and mentorship. Don't miss this opportunity to gain a competitive edge. Contact us today to learn more about our program and register for the next session. Call 080-6026-9140, 070-6342-8464 or 090-1010-8844 between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. Taraba Business School, creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Join us today and unlock your full potential. Taraba Business School, opposite Civil Service Commission, Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Taraba State. Empower yourself with the skills of the future. Register now. In today's digital age, staying ahead of the curve is crucial for success. Taraba Business School is committed to empowering the next generation of leaders with the skills they need to thrive. We present to you our special computer training exclusively designed for SS3 and GSS3 graduates. Our comprehensive program covers a wide range of topics, including Microsoft Word, master the art of document creation and editing, unlock the power of data analysis and visualization, Microsoft Access, learn to manage and analyze database, Microsoft PowerPoint, create stunning presentations that captivate audiences, graphic design using CorelDRAW, unleash your creativity and design skills, Photoshop, enhance your image editing skills and create stunning visuals, programming using web design, build dynamic website and web applications, database development, learn to design and manage databases, UI/UX design, create user-friendly and intuitive interfaces. At the Taraba Business School, we believe in creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Our experienced instructors will guide you every step of the way, providing you with hands-on training and mentorship. Don't miss this opportunity to gain a competitive edge. Contact us today to learn more about our program and register for the next session. Call
Welcome back to the morning show on Some TV. I'm glad that you're still out there waiting for us. I hope you enjoyed the commercials in between the first segment and the segment that we have now. And just like I say, you can see the smile on my face. This is a Thursday that I have all the vibes of Friday, and even much more because it's going to be 4 good days of public holidays. For those that observe it, not for those of us in the press, because we have to be here to entertain, to educate, and to inform you while you're going about your lovely public holiday. And the Salah is just there while you're eating your rice, your tuwo, while you're drinking your tea, your kunu, your juice, your fura. No, we'll be right here to ensure that, yes, you have something to enjoy it with. Whenever this long break, we have a lot of programs. The morning show will still be here for you on Friday and Saturday. And we have other programs that we will line up for you. Interesting music, movies, and what have you. What's trending will also be there. What will be trending over the weekend will also be available for you. So we ain't going anywhere. There's a public holiday for us. We're always here. Well, yes, right now we'll be going into a discussion of something that has become a menace to our society. That's the drug abuse. Not only young people, well, but predominantly young people, they are more predominant in the abuse of drugs. But the direction drug abuse is going is something that baffles any right-thinking person. It has eaten deep into society. It is no longer the way it used to be. Remember those days, you could clearly know these are drugs. India M, you have India M, then you have some tablets that people take, cocaine, heroin, opium, and it was scarce. You hardly, all my life, I never thought I saw what a cocaine, heroin, or opium looks like. I just read about it in the movies. I watch it in the movies. I read about it in the papers. But nowadays, there's everything can be turned into a drug. Almost everything can be abused. You'll be shocked at the stories told about how people get what they call high, how they get high. But today, I have with me in the studio a young man who has decided to do something about it, to speak about it, to act about this. And you know, the majority of those involved are young people. So they would love to listen to one of them. They would love to hear from why is he not getting high when the whole world is getting high. So with me in the studio this morning to discuss the war against drug abuse and addiction is Mendia Aske Apollos, the founder of War Against Drug Abuse and Addiction, WADA. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Mr. Mendia Aske Apollos.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm very much okay. I'm fine.
You're fine. That's good. You're looking fine. I like your beard.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Has anyone told you that you look like this Nigerian chess master?
A lot.
A lot.
A lot of messages.
I looked at you and I'm like, Tunde. I was like, I hope it's not Tunde here.
No, exactly. I'm shocked by a lot of messages I got from people.
From people. Have you reached out to him?
Not exactly.
Do you also have this flair for chess?
Exactly, I do.
You do?
Because I have a friend in Yola. Maybe she's a chess advocate also.
Okay.
In IDP, Vivian Ibrahim. So they do collaborate with Tunde himself.
With Tunde himself.
So, yeah.
So because this your face look like a face of someone that can stay 10 hours looking at the queen and deciding what to do, whether to sacrifice a queen for a pawn or sacrifice.
I'm flattered, boss.
Yeah, this is good.
Right.
Yeah. Are you from Taraba State?
No, not from Taraba State. I'm from Adamawa State.
Oh, well, same difference. We were formerly Gongola State, so it's the same thing. We're very good brothers.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome to the Sun TV.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me, sir.
Yeah. So I would like to ask, who is Mendia Aske Apollos? Who are you?
Well, I'm an advocate about drug abuse and addiction, and also social influencer when it comes to living healthy, fitness, and all of that. Yeah, I mean, there is just a young person that wants to create impact in the society. And creating that impact, we are looking at the global dangers right now. That's the drug abuse, and I choose that path to help my fellow youth.
That is very good. And what is the motivation behind this?
Well, when I was in the university, I lost friends due to drugs. That was the first motivation because I felt like I really need to do something. I started with social media because you believe with me that 90% of youth are on social media.
Yes.
And I felt, okay, I'm using my social media to let me start advocating to people out there. Let me use a different concept to help reach out to youth out there. And it has been working for me, and I'm glad it's working.
Okay. Now let me ask, I'm sorry to ask this, were you ever a user?
I'm not a user, sir. I've never been using drugs in any way. Just like I said, like I saw my friends, people that are passionate about creativity and stuff, but peer pressures comes in and they can't withstand it, then they felt it as a victim of it. And I saw how the thing affected everybody. Some lost their life in the process. And I have to pick up that challenge to help out in my own little way.
No, thank you. That is quite good of you to take up this challenge of war against drug abuse and addiction. Well, let us just assume it's not everybody that knows what it is all about. Yeah, what are the causes of drug abuse the causes of drug abuse in the society? What do you think leads youths to begin to abuse drugs?
Well, the first one is peer pressures. Among the youths generally, peer pressure. Because most youth, especially in schools, peer pressures comes in. If you are not part of the clique, if you are not doing drugs, then you are not a member, you don't know what's trending and stuff. So peer pressures plays a major role in causing people to go into drugs. And the second one is lack of parental control, because charity begins at home. If as a parent, this is for the parents now, if as a parent, you tell your kids about drugs at early stage, not only drugs, mental health, all these sensitive things they need to know at early stage, I believe will create a drug-free society. So, like I said, peer pressures, parental controls, and we have some due to curiosity, things they watch on TV, music videos, for instance. Like they promote a lot of those things.
Yes, they glorify getting high.
So, and they think, them watching it, they think, okay, this is cool, this is what is trending. But trust me, it's a fake reality. Some of the music artists that are promoting this, they don't even take it.
Yes.
The things you see on movie, they're just actors. They don't take it in real life. So some, due to curiosity, they just feel like, okay, this is, I'm following this person, he's a mentor to me. Let me follow to his footsteps. So these are the major causes of drugs in the society, and some due to stress, mental health. Because drug abuse and addiction starts small. You feel like, okay, it's a choice. Before you know it, it's a trap. Maybe you're stressed out, and you start abusing these pain relievers.
Yeah.
You start abusing it daily. Before you know it, you're addicted to it. And the addiction is in the brain. It causes it causes a creational form in the brain. And once you're addicted, then you are gone. But then there's the help. So these are the major causes of drug abuse in our societies.
Now talking about peer pressure, I was also very young. I remember while we were young, though it wasn't as prevalent as this, it was just to the India hemp, cigarettes, and one or two drugs. I remember there's this artist that symbolizes highness, India hemp. Then when we were young, then it was more of American music and the rest of it. Snoop Dogg, the Dog Father. It was someone that symbolizes what it means. If you look at him, the way he talks about India hemp, the way his lyrics and the rest of it, and those of us that love hip hop, we love him, and it got a lot of people into it. But later, I watched a program about it at Snoop's house, I think on MTV or so. And I found out in his house, there was no time that you saw him with smoke or anything that looks like drug. The house was as decent, his kids were as decent as any child that you will. His home was very, very decent. And someone asked him, he said, no, he said, this is my home. What you see on TV is business. Exactly. This is what I use to feed my kids. There's nothing from that on that TV that gets into his home. It's a reality show whereby they show his kids and adopted kids. Very, very decent. So how do we make youths, without digressing, how do we make youths understand that this is just make-believe? This is not the real world for most of those artists.
Well, that's why we're doing this campaign, social media awareness, TV program like this one, to advocate, to tell people that, okay, these things we see on TV is a fake reality. And the government needs to put more effort in sensitization programs.
Yeah.
Like they have enforcement agencies, and those enforcement agencies need to put more effort on, aside the punishment, they need to put more effort on the prevention.
Prevention, yeah.
Exactly. And I myself, we have started a program called Operation Catch Them Young, visiting schools, telling kids about drugs at early stage, which I believe if the government can put more effort on that, because that's the only way to drug-free society, telling those kids the dangers of it at early stage, it will be a gateway for drug-free society. And then preventive measures to those that already are into it. Because as far as I'm concerned, everybody is involved in this, and all hands need to be on deck to see how we can actually push this narrative, because one person cannot do it. We need all different bodies, from faith, religion, to government, individuals, NGOs. Everybody has to put hand on deck to see that we actually create that drug-free society.
Okay, do you have any government agency or any or faith-based agency that is collaborating with you now?
Yes, we do collaborate with the NDLA.
With the NDLA?
Yeah, with the zonal commander in charge of Adamawa, Taraba, and Gombe.
And they've been giving you support?
Exactly.
Well, kudos to the NDLA of Adamawa, Gombe, and Taraba Command for supporting Mr. Mindia, who took it upon himself. He has never been a user, so we wouldn't say maybe you're trying to use this to get yourself out of addiction. Now, I would like to ask, do you have some practical stories that you can tell about friends or relatives or the issues that you've dealt with while doing this advocacy that will make the young people out there, that has some moral stories for these young people?
Well, exactly. Just like I said, I lost friends due to drugs. There's this young person that is very creative. He's a photographer, and aside being a photographer, he's an artist and all of that. But then his life was shattered because of drugs. He was introduced to drugs when he was in the university as well. So just like I said, peer pressure. So we tried to talk to him, but it was late. Overdose was excess on his body and all of that. And it was unfortunate we lost that person. And that brings me to tell the youth that, okay, this is the reality of it. The only thing that drugs can do to you is to kill you at the end of the day. So that story alone teaches me to bring more clear awareness to the youth. Because if at all we can't understand the effects of it. Because if you go to the rural areas, the major problem is the lack of information about it. They're just doing it for fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's
exactly. And some is misinformation.
Yes.
Because of their friends. This one, if you take it, you'll be okay. That's misinformation. You'll be like, okay, this thing is...
Everywhere go calm.
Exactly.
You go all right.
So, like I said earlier, parental control. Because most parents, what they do is, some of them are strict to their kids. Their kids can come to them and talk to them about their problems in school, what they face in the society. So they move to their friends. And that's where the friends will come up with these ideas of, okay, if you take this, your problem will be solved and all of that. So I urge parents, this parental control, I keep saying it, just if parents can actually help people out there to talk about this drug at any stage, trust me, it's going to be a win-win for us. And so this story of this young guy that we lost, and quite a few, I sat here last year, so when I was teaching in one of the schools in Dinyavo, I was surprised when I studied computer science, so I was teaching kids computer science, then I switched it a little bit to advocacy. Okay. So I was surprised that the kids know a lot about the names of some. I don't even know the other names. They were Sweetie, and they keep mentioning the names. But the sad story is they don't even know the effects of it. They feel like, okay, if we grow up, if our parents allow us, we'll be doing it in school. Then I have to start a fresh advocacy on that particular school to tell them the effects of it. And trust me, and some which were a little bit addicted to it in the school. He has to take it because he saw his senior brother doing it. So I feel like, okay, this is cool. I have to educate him about the whole thing. And that's how the thing went well with them. We had to do more and more advocacy to brainwash that narrative about drugs. So you see, it's challenging.
It's quite challenging. And
It is.
And the thing is that anything can be turned into drug nowadays. That is it. You just see some use coffee. Some guys, I heard that they even use latrine, pit toilets to get high.
Some use urine.
Urine.
Exactly. Fermented urine, maybe for 3 days.
3 days.
Let me tell you, these are recreational. They recreate it because one thing with addiction, you can do anything. Once you don't have the money, you can steal.
Yes.
You can bubble house. You can do a lot of things. So once they don't have that source to get the drugs, they recreate. Some will go to, just like you said, a latrine to smell and get high. Then some urine.
That is ammonia, concentrated ammonia going into the brain.
That's how addiction plays. Like, you can't just do without. That's what your brain tells you. Like, okay, if you can't even take this in, you would die. So you can go to any extent. That's why I say it affects everybody in this society.
It does.
They will rob you because he wants to get that money too. So you that have been robbed, you're already affected by it.
Yes, you're affected.
The issue of rape in the society. Because some of these things we see, burglary, thuggery in the society, most of it is influence of drugs in the society. Someone cannot just do something with his clear mind.
Right.
Exactly. So it affects everybody in the society. That's why all hands should be on deck on this matter.
Okay, thank you very much. Before we go, I'd like you to give the last message to viewers out there. What do you have to say to them, especially in the way of preventing the way out of this? What's the way out of all this?
The first thing is acceptance. People that this is for the people that wants to really quit drugs. People that are into it and they want to live the life of drugs. Acceptance, knowing that you're addicted and you need help is the first recovery. You need to seek help, and we encourage everybody, support from parents, religious leaders, and everybody. From religious leaders, we need to put more efforts in, maybe it's either Sunday school or Islamia. And that's that we need to, as we preach about faith, about Christianity, about religion in Muslim side, we also need to bring all these basic things that is vital in the society to teach those kids at early stage. Then the role of the government, like I say, should put more effort. Rehabilitation centers. We need rehabilitation centers. We talked with the NDLA. They have rehabilitation centers in Yola, and I don't know of these states of which I'm making inquiries about it. It's really, because there are lots of people that reach out to me on social media that, okay, they really need help. So we channel them to the NDLA because rehabilitation is expensive these days.
It is.
It is expensive. So for you to even get there, you need to just stop. So my message for the youth is, drug is not food. It's not food. It kills dreams. It shatters. There's nothing good about drugs. It kills. So we all need to put hands on deck and create a drug-free society. That's the only way to live forward.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mendia Aske Apollos, who was the founder of War Against Drug Abuse and Addiction. You came to serve in Taraba State and you decided to stay. And how have you been enjoying the state?
Yeah, all good, sir.
You love it so good. You're looking good, so it shows that. Is it Taraba? I'm very sure you were really looking this good when you came. We made you look
all right,
fine.
I'll give you that credit, okay, sir.
You will give it to me, or it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Mendia Aske Apollos. Yeah, let me just shake you. I like young people doing things to make just this step you're putting in, these little things you're doing, it goes a long way. You may just save the soul of, you may save the life of someone that will become a president tomorrow, a scientist or someone great. So, wow, the world is watching you, and just be rest assured that we're here to give our support to such positive advocacy.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you very much. That is Mr. Mendia Aske. Aske means light, so he's shedding light to the world. Apollos, who is an advocate against the drug abuse in Nigeria. So thank you very much, viewers. I think you've heard a lot from him. I think, just like he said, the role of having a drug-free society belongs to every one of us, and we are all affected in all this. So don't think this is not my business, I'm not into drugs, my kids are not into. No. If you allow it to fester, eventually it may come home, it may hit home sooner than we think. So that's all we can take on this segment of the morning show. We go for a short break, and then we'll come back for the analysis of the Taraba newspaper. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
In today's digital age, staying ahead of the curve is crucial for success. Taraba Business School is committed to empowering the next generation of leaders with the skills they need to thrive. We present to you our special computer training exclusively designed for SS3 and JSS3 graduates. Our comprehensive program covers a wide range of topics, including Microsoft Word, master the art of document creation and editing, unlock the power of data analysis and visualization, Microsoft Access, learn to manage and analyze database, Microsoft PowerPoint, create stunning presentations that captivate audiences, graphic design using CorelDRAW, unleash your creativity and design skills, Photoshop, enhance your image editing skills and create stunning visuals, programming using web design, build dynamic website and web applications, database development, learn to design and manage databases, UI/UX design, create user-friendly and intuitive interfaces. At the Taraba Business School, we believe in creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Our experienced instructors will guide you every step of the way, providing you with hands-on training and mentorship. Don't miss this opportunity to gain a competitive edge. Contact us today to learn more about our program and register for the next session. Call 080-6026-9140, 070-6342-8464, or 090-10-8844 between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. Taraba Business School, creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Join us today and unlock your full potential. Taraba Business School, opposite Civil Service Commission, Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Taraba State. Empower yourself with the skills of the future. Register now.
Are you a businessman or woman? Do you need loan to grow your business? At Taraba Business Development Center, we offer both business and personal loan with flexible repayment plan. We are located in different parts of Taraba State. Jalingo branch, opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Amarua Way, 090-3134-4333. Zing branch, Zenith Bank agent beside College of Education, Zing, 070-3125-2559. Are you a businessman or woman?
The Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Waste Management and Resource Innovations, Honorable Shonzin James Bernard, on behalf of the Ministry, wish to inform the general public that from now onward and as part of our ongoing commitment to maintaining a clean and sustainable environment, the Ministry of Waste Management and Resource Innovations frowns at the way citizens of the state don't keep their immediate environment clean, dump waste indiscriminately across the state like in the gutters, thereby blocking drainages and waterways, causing flooding. It is on this regard that I wish to communicate some significant changes and regulations that will take effect immediately. 1. Keep your immediate surrounding clean. Take responsibility of waste generated by you. Package your waste properly to be taken to certified dump sites. Avoid dumping waste in gutters and waterways. Participate in community cleanup initiatives. 2. The ministry have reintroduced sanitary inspectors who, together with enforcement team, will be deployed to conduct regular inspections throughout the state. They will assess compliance levels and provide guidance to those who may need assistance with proper waste disposal practices. Please cooperate with them. 3. Activities of private waste managers in the state have been banned forthwith until an appropriate operational permit are obtained from the Ministry of Waste Management and Resource Innovations. 4. Illegal dumping of waste by any private waste managers shall henceforth attract a fine of 350,000 naira only and their utility truck confiscated. 5. Illegal dumping of waste by an individual shall henceforth attract a fine of 150,000 naira only. 6. Cleanliness starts from your home. Be a part of the solution and not part of the pollution. If you can't clean up your surroundings, then don't make it dirty. 1. Who maintains cleanliness keep away diseases. Follow cleanliness to kill tomorrow diseases. Together, we can create a cleaner, greener, and healthier Taraba. Announcer, Philibus Daniel Adamu, Permanent Secretary.
In today's digital age, staying ahead of the curve is crucial for success. Taraba Business School is committed to empowering the next generation of leaders with the skills they need to thrive. We present to you our special computer training exclusively designed for SS3 and GSS3 graduates. Our comprehensive program covers a wide range of topics, including Microsoft Word, master the art of document creation and editing, unlock the power of data analysis and visualization, Microsoft Access, learn to manage and analyze database, Microsoft PowerPoint, create stunning presentations that captivate audiences, graphic design using CorelDRAW, unleash your creativity and design skills, Photoshop, enhance your image editing skills and create stunning visuals, programming using web design, build dynamic websites and web applications, database development, learn to design and manage databases, UI/UX design, create user-friendly and intuitive interfaces. At the
Welcome back to the morning show on Sun TV. This is the Taraba News segment of the morning show. This is where we bring the news back home to nature's gift to the nation, and we discuss issues that has to do with Taraba State. And with me this morning is Miss Mercy Joro. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much.
I hope I'm not overstressing this.
No, sir.
What's the secret?
It's a long list. Don't worry. After the program, I'll just give you a hint.
Give me a hint. Okay. Yeah. Well, what's your plan for the long public holiday? It was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Is that also a list?
Well, yes, that's one of it. So I get to relax. I get to calm down. But you see, journalists, we don't always go on break, you know. We are always working.
So you rest assured you'll be seeing your face all through the weekend on one news or the other, one program or the other.
Oh, sure, definitely.
Oh, thank you very much. Taraba News is Taraba's most influential newspaper, and that is where we're taking all the stories from Taraba State today. So, let's go to the stories. You have Taraba Assembly considers varsity of tropical agriculture and climate action. That's bill was, I think, sponsored by Honorable Peter. Okay, yeah, but one of the members of the Taraba State House of Assembly. Let's just take the headlines, then we'll go to the stories later. Taraba State Management Agency holds stakeholders meeting to address IDP challenge. And our story has it strengthening civil-military cooperation. Commander 6th Brigade leads Karim Lamido stakeholders to historic peace pact. That's one story also. Then Taraba State takes landmark steps to protect children's rights with family court rules validation. That story is on page 2. Taraba State government revive Belgium launch free medical. Taraba State government and revive Belgium launch free medical outreach. That is a good one, launching with Taraba State and revive Belgium. At TSU and Peacock College of Education expand academic collaboration with new degree programs. That's quite interesting for those who wants to partner or wants to school in Peacock. Well, let us take the major headline, which says Taraba State takes landmark step to protect child rights with family court rules validation. The story has that the significant stride towards safeguarding the rights of the children of the child. Taraba State has embarked on a vital initiative to validate and draft child rights enforcement rules tailored specifically for the family courts. This landmark move positions Taraba as a front runner in child justice administration, reflecting this landmark move positions Taraba as a front runner in child justice administration, reflecting a deep commitment to protecting vulnerable children within the legal framework. Well, I think this is an attempt by Taraba State to ensure that children get justice in the courts, yes, and also the rights of children are being enforced, because a lot of child abuse going on here that would think it's just normal. The society takes it for normal. So what's your view on this?
I think I need to applaud the wife of the governor, Her Excellency, for this, landmark, this advocacy to give the child in the family court the rights and I think a platform to which they can be fought for. The rights should be fought for in the courts, because a lot of, what will I say now? A lot of things, challenges these children do face. I went through the paper where I think I was live in the event. One of the speaker that came up, she said that there are lots of situations where these children tend to face and they keep quiet because they are afraid of people trying to cover up, or the people like the what will I call them now? People carrying out the evil acts on these children.
Yeah, the perpetrators of this.
Yes, perpetrators of this act tend to either go to the family and say, oh, let's settle it amicably, try to cover up. And then she said, if these children are being fought for, even if it's just a child that is being fought for, then we should be rest assured that the rest of the children are, not just for that child, but for the rest of the children in the country and also in the state. So this is a very, very commendable act. And I look forward to seeing victories in some cases.
Yeah, definitely. And some of the attendees, Her Excellencies, Mrs. Hagim Kefa, the First Lady of Taraba State, the Secretary to the Government of the State, Chief Barrister G.T. Katabs, the Commissioner of Women Affairs and Child Development, Mrs. Mary Sinjen, the Chief Judge of Taraba State, Honorable Justice Joel Philibus Agia, and Head of Service, Dr. Ahmed Kara, as well as other eminent legal stakeholders. The Commissioner of Justice also was represented at the event. So I think this is a good one. I believe with this court, we are going to have more justice for children abused by criminals. I call them criminals. Well, let's go to another story here. Taraba State government and Revive Belgium launches free medical outreach. The Taraba State government, in collaboration with Revive Belgium Medical Mission, has commenced free medical outreach in the state. The free medical intervention, which starts today at the Taraba State Specialist Hospital, Jalingo, is aimed at giving surgical interventions to less privileged Tarabans. The Permanent Secretary, Minister of Health, Dr. Amoni Chufon, revealed that the program, sponsored by the state government, aims to give surgical and other health benefits to the people. I saw this on this where they say anybody that wants free surgery in appendix and some other surgeries like this. This is a good one. Initially, I didn't believe the story until I just read this now. This is
commendable by the government, really. It's trying to, give up relief from people, because major surgeries like this tend to be very expensive. So at least it's saving life and also giving, doing the job of government, providing for the people. So.
Yeah, and it's a good collaboration. The president of Revive, Dr. Aman de Gazelle, appreciated the state government for ensuring the team has a working and friendly environment. He revealed that the team will be in the state for about 2 weeks to give surgical and other services to people for free. The president of the Revive also added that they are targeting to operate 100 to 120 people, and the team are fully ready. So about 100 to 120 people will be getting free. That's a large number. And I call out to anyone that has such should visit the specialist hospital. It's a collaboration between Taraba State government and launch, revive Belgium medical mission. So it's a good one, and well, big ups to everyone involved in this. This, I think they will love to have more of this within the country. Okay, now let's move to another story here in Taraba State. Another story. The next story is Taraba State University and Peacock College of Education expand academic collaboration with new degree programs. We have the story here, say Taraba State University, TSU, Jalingo, and Peacock College of Education, Jalingo, have formalized a significant academic partnership through the sign of a memorandum of understanding. This agreement enables Peacock College to offer 5 Bachelors of Science degree programs under TSU supervision. The newly introduced programs are BSc in Accounting, Public Administration, Mass Communication, Peace Study and Conflict Resolution, and Sociology. The MOU signing ceremony was attended by key officials from both institutions representing Taraba State University, where Professor Sunday Paul Bako, Vice Chancellor Professor Ruben Jonathan, Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, Professor Mahmoud Amid Umar, Deputy Vice Chancellor, and Mr. Joseph Umar Bibino, the Registrar. So I think this is a good partnership between Peacock and so it gives the opportunity for those who wants to have a degree program in Peacock, so BSc in Accounting, Public Relations, Mass Communication, Peace Studies and Conflict Resolution and Sociology.
Yes, and having the supervision by TSU, it ensures that the students have background, in-depth knowledge in the field of study they want to dive into. So it's a good one,
Yes, it's a good one. So let's move to the next story, which says Taraba State Emergency Management Agency hosts stakeholders meeting to address IDP challenges. The story goes that the Taraba State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, convened a pivotal stakeholders meetings to strategize on effective responses to the challenges faced by internally displaced persons in the state. Chaired by SEMA's Executive Secretary, Dr. Echu Audu, the meeting brought together key actors from various sectors to foster collaboration, share insights, and develop sustainable solutions for IDP support in Taraba State. And in her opening remarks, Dr. Audu emphasized the urgent need to address the plight of IDPs displaced by communal conflicts and other crises in the state. She expressed gratitude to the Executive Governor of Taraba State, Dr. Abuke Fast, for his unwavering commitment to the welfare of IDPs. This is a good one because we've seen that a lot of emergencies have been coming in. Well, let me say SEMA, Taraba State, and under leadership of the Secretary, Dr. Chuse Audu, she has done well in this regard. And even organizing the stakeholders forum meeting is also one of the ways in which they can do better.
Because a lot of IDPs, some of these people have psychological trauma from wherever make them to leave their home. Can be crisis, can be attacks from outsiders and the rest. So IDPs normally they do have a lot of challenges because either inadequate environment, the children aren't going to school, a lot of things they need. So this meeting will help to actually checkmate and look at the most important things and relief that they feel that the IDPs camp need for them to actually feel comfortable to some extent because they're far from home. So where they are now should be a little bit comfortable for them and try as much as possible to relieve them of that psychological trauma they get to face from wherever crisis they faced from their homes.
That is quite interesting from you. One of the key areas, they say they will identify key challenges faced by IDPs, sharing experience and best practices, fostering collaboration for sustainable solutions. And I think that is exactly what these IDPs need, action. And we should show care. It could be anybody. Nobody asks for attacks by bandits. Nobody asks for flood. We just it's some natural disasters or unforeseen circumstances. So this is not as if they deliberately left where they had to just come and mop around the city. So well, with this, we'll wrap up this edition of the morning show. Thank you, Mercy.
Thank you.
Why are you not, instead of Messi, why aren't you maybe Fatima, so that I will come and eat salah meat from you?
I'm telling you.
Or Taraba is a state that we live with brotherly love. Maybe you might decide to kill a ram for the salah.
Let's see about that. Let's see.
We will see. We'll definitely see. So don't worry. I will see her. Maybe I will go get some salah ram. I want both raw, fried, and grilled.
Do you like dambuna, ma'am? So I could actually prepare it for you.
Okay, yes. Anyone, just anything. Bring it. My name is Mr. Bring It.
Consider it done.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Well, Mercy, thank you very much for joining me on the morning show. Yes. So this brings us to the end of the morning show this morning on this Thursday that looks as bright as any other Thursday can ever be. The Thursday that precedes 4 days of holidays. So I want to say thank you to everyone that made this morning show possible and interested this morning. To our guest that came, Mr. Mendia Aske Apollos, advocate for drug-free society, and also Mr. Radane Kukwen, who was here with me in the morning for the newspaper analysis, and of course, Mercy Joro, who was here with me for this Taraba news segment, and Mr. Moses, who has been handling the cameras. It's been doing a wonderful job, and to everyone, Mishaka Lazarus, the master control operator. And not also forgetting our tech lead who left us for some days to go have some whatever it is he went to go do. Now he's back, and whatever we can see that we're smiling this morning, we know that yes, the technology is going to be very, very perfect with him around. So welcome back, tech lead, Mr. John Oyewole. And also we want to thank the executive producer of this morning show, Chief Gabriel Lainka, for providing this platform for us to shine on some TV. So thank you, everyone, and do have a wonderful day. And for my Muslim brothers and sisters out there, it's another Salah. I think we need to continue. We need to do something about relationship, get closer. You're my friend, I'm your friend, and you know that. So my name is Abraham Minor Joda. Thanks for watching.
In today's digital age, staying ahead of the curve is crucial for success. Taraba Business School is committed to empowering the next generation of leaders with the skills they need to thrive. We present to you our special computer training exclusively designed for SS3 and GSS3 graduates. Our comprehensive program covers a wide range of topics, including Microsoft Word, master the art of document creation and editing, unlock the power of data analysis and visualization, Microsoft Access, learn to manage and analyze database, Microsoft PowerPoint, create stunning presentations that captivate audiences, graphic design using CorelDRAW, unleash your creativity and design skills, Photoshop, enhance your image editing skills and create stunning visuals, programming using web design, build dynamic websites and web applications, database development, learn to design and manage databases, UI/UX design, create user-friendly and intuitive interfaces. At the Taraba Business School, we believe in creating world